love all of my Project Pan babies equally, but I mean, if I had to choose, I guess Pan Those Eyeshadows would be my favourite. And today I have a great update for you guys. I have 2 rollouts for this project, which means 2 brand new shades rolling in. I like to randomise these shades, so I have no idea what I'm going to get. That is the absolute beauty of this project. It really allows me to push my creativity. And if I get an eyeshadow rolled in that maybe I don't like, well, I'm going to have to use it. I'm going to have to try and use it. My goals for this project are to hit pan in eyeshadows, or I can roll something out if we have used it 15 times, because by then I kind of know if I like it, I kind of know if I'm going to hit pan on it, and if I want to just kind of go, no, it's okay, that's fine for me. I have a massive eyeshadow collection, so I never know what I'm going to get. I have every single colour of the rainbow, so it kind of is a little bit suspenseful, because I could be lumbered with a bright hot pink, and what am I going to do with that? I don't really like hot pinks, even though I'm wearing kind of pinks today. This project is one that I always look forward to filming, and I know you guys absolutely love it as well. But just before I get on with the amazing update today, if you have not already, like and subscribe. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup and project panning here on my channel. I like to do a lot of get ready with me's, talking about some silly things and maybe some not so silly things. I am very open about mental health. I think it's so important here on the internet. If that sounds like a good time to you, stick around. And as always, everything on my face as well as everything in this video will be linked down below. So if you are wondering what I'm wearing, or if you see something in this video and you think, oh, that's a bit of me, you know exactly where to find it. So I'm going to jump into this video. I'm going to go, as always, from newest product to oldest product. And let's start with my Elixir shade. So this is Elixir from the Beauty Bay Book of Magic palette. It is one of the only shades in this palette without pan. And I rolled this in randomly last month. I love my blues, so I was not worried about this at all. Blue is my happy color. I've always said that. I absolutely love playing with blue eyeshadow. Justice for blue. I know a lot of people are not a fan of it, but hey, leave my baby alone, okay? This is what it looks like this month. I have only managed to use this 2 times, unfortunately, which is really, really gutting. But I do know the reason why, and looking back, maybe I shouldn't have been as excited to roll this eyeshadow in as I was. So look at this shade. It is so beautiful. I really do love this shade. And I mean, look at this palette. It is battered. It is bruised. Oh my goodness me. It has seen some days, this palette. Can you tell I love this palette so much? And hopefully soon I will have yet another pan in this shade. Now, the reason why I haven't used this very much is because this is my No Pan Left Behind palette. And I mean, they're not the same shades of blue as you can see here, but I mean, they're very, very similar shades of blue. I'm trying to hit 2 pans in this, and it's just kind of competing. This is definitely more of a primary blue. This is definitely more like lilac-y blues. But I've just got a lot of blue going on. There's a hell of a lot of blue going on. I'm not too sure where I stand with them. So it's definitely competing for some attention in my makeup collection. I completely forgot about the Natasha Denona palette when I rolled this in. I was expecting to have pan in this in no time, but unfortunately only 2 uses this month. It is staying in. I am still very, very excited to play with it, and I want to have pan in every single shade in this palette very, very soon. I want to make sure that this is loved, and who knows, maybe it'll be a Pan That palette in future. This did come in 2nd place for Pan That palette this year, and the reason that I didn't pick to pan it is just because I had this mental block about panning an eyeshadow palette that was discontinued. I love this palette so much, and I actually don't know what I would do if I finished it, because I can't buy a new one. Maybe I'd buy the Midnight palette, which could be like a replacement, but this has such happy memories. Maybe I will get that push to pan it next year. I don't know, but the more pans I have in this year, the better the chance I am of finishing it 1 year if I do use it as a pan that palette. So I'm definitely keeping that in mind. I love this shade. I am going to swatch it. I have remembered. Are you proud of me? It is a stunning shade. It is very, very me, but unfortunately this month it has just been a little bit kicked to the curb. A little bit. I'm going to try and do better in this coming month, but I'm not too upset. Next was a shade that I actually hand-picked, so I do have different kind of prompts for each of these shades. So that was a randomized shade, and this is my Huda Beauty Jaguar palette. It is the 5th shade, and like I said, this was a hand-chosen shade. I was really, really excited to use this. It's the middle shade, the beautiful lilac-y purple duochrome sparkly, oh my goodness me, beauty. I loved this, and I knew it was going to go so well with my Modern Renaissance palette, and let me tell you, it really has. This is what it looks like today. I'm not sure how much difference you're going to be able to see, just because I've learned that this shade is really, really firmly pressed. So the realistic likelihood of me hitting pan before 15 uses, I don't know about that. I've been wanting to play with this eyeshadow for months, if not years, and this was my opportunity. This was my perfect time to roll it in. It is stunning. I think you can see the little divots in this have definitely been worn away a little bit, and this has been the perfect eyeshadow for work. I like wearing my kind of neutrals for work. Now, my neutrals are definitely not neutral, but they're not like blue, you know. I'd go into work wearing this, for example. This has, it's had my heart and soul. It is so shimmery, and it is that like lilac to yellow duochrome. I've been pairing this with Bon Fresco so many times, and definitely stay tuned for my Pan That Palette update at the start of the month, because Bon Fresco, where's she gone? Where's she gone? Oh my god, this has made me use Bon Fresco so much, and I just love it. I will share some looks after I speak about all the shades, but stay tuned for that, because this, I love it so much. It is so pretty. So I've used this 5 times this month. I am a third of the way there to my 15 use goal, and I think I will be rolling it out after 15 uses, because the thought of hitting pan in this, it's going to take like 40 to 50 uses, I think, to hit pan. I don't want to wear a shade that many times. I still want to keep this project fresh and fun for me. So who knows? We'll see where we are next month, but I'm so happy I rolled this in, and I can't stop smiling. I love this shade so much. Okie dokie then, let's move on to the 2 shades that are rolling out today. I'm so excited about these. So the next shade that I'm going to talk about is from my Focus palette. So I like to roll in my Carnival XL Pro palette. I nearly hit myself in the face. I always do that. I need like a guard or a shield. But this palette is getting a little bit old. It is one of my favorites. So I've decided that every month I'm going to select a shade to try and hit pan on or hit 15 uses on. And then I will move on to another shade in this palette. So this month, and for a few months now, I've been working on the shade Inspire. This is what the shade looked like last month. You can see it's a very, very cool tone neutral shade, and it is right up my alley. I absolutely love shades like this for neutral every day. Oh, I love cool tones so much, and this is what it looks like today. So there is a pretty big dip in it. You can see there is a little bit of hard pan as well, but I have actually used this 4 times this month to hit my 15 use goal, and I think that's mad. I did not think I have used this 15 times. Like, not a chance. I would have said like maybe like 8. But here it is. The numbers are in front of me. I've used this 15 times. This has been a little bit of a dark horse, I think, in this project, because it's just been kind of chilling in the background and I've not given it much thought, but clearly I've used it a lot. As of last month, I used it 11 times, so that extra 4 uses to bump us up to 15. I feel like my cool tone neutrals have been a little bit neglected just because I'm focusing so much on the remaining shades in my Modern Renaissance, and they are all super, super warm tone. Like you can see on my eyes today, I have worn my Modern Renaissance as my matte shades. They are all so warm. So all of these like super beautiful cool tones, I've not really been able to use them much, and that's really upsetting. It's taken me 4 months to get to 15 uses in this, and that's not good. I would have thought that the dip would have been a lot bigger for 15 uses, but then again, okay, it's definitely a lot bigger than it looks, because I think the pan has been worn away quite evenly. I've just dug my nail into that black. Anyway, moving on. It's such a big palette. I don't know how to hold it. The pan has been worn away very, very evenly, so I think that's why it doesn't look very used, but it is actually quite deep. I'm trying to get my finger in there, and it's a little bit of a struggle. So this is what that shade looks like. A very, very stunning, neutral, everyday shade. If I wasn't working on so many warm tones, this would be used and abused every single day. I love these kind of shades. I will definitely have pan in this in the future. Maybe I'll roll it into, I don't know, a different project or something, because I love this shade so much. I do have a look with this shade that I absolutely love, which I will share with you in a minute. But here we go. What do you think of this? I was really expecting it to have pan within 15 uses, but clearly not. I don't know. And the final shade in this project, I do only work on 4 shades, but this was a randomized single eyeshadow. So I know that if I don't incorporate single eyeshadows into my project pans, they will get neglected. So I have chosen to incorporate one randomized single in this project pan at all times. So the shade that was rolled in was this. This is Venus from the Pastel Roses, and it is one of those beautiful red to orange duochromes. Now, I was a little bit worried when I rolled this in because, like I said, I'm not a warm girl. I'm a cool tone girly, but I did know that this would work so well with my Modern Renaissance, and this is what it looks like today. We have hit pan. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it too well because the eyeshadow seems to have stained the bottom of the pan, but if you look closely, I'm sure you will be able to see it. And I actually hit pan on this today doing this eye look, so I'm still on the hype with this, let me tell you. I'm so happy. I do have this as a base for my like duochromy shimmer. They're both duochromy shimmers, but I put this on all over the lid, and then I have actually filmed my deck of panning project pan today, so I put like a bluey purpley over the top. But this is what it is. I do have it on my lower lash line as well. I've used this so many times. I have used this as like a work look. It's been my go-to work look recently with Red Ochre and Bon Fresco in my Pan That palette. It's this kind of look without the bluey duochromy on over the top. And I've hit pan. I've used it 3 times this month for a total of 13 uses in the project to hit pan. I'm going to try and swatch it using some product on the side because I don't want to cover up the pan. So that is what it looks like swatched out there. And I'm going to miss this. I've actually really fallen in love with this over the past few months. From being really scared of it and being like, oh, I don't want to use it, I'm not a pink girl, to really enjoying it. I'm going to have to find a new everyday work look now because I don't know, it's become like a little bit of a staple for me. I'm a little bit upset letting it go, but it's okay. I'm sure that I'm going to be able to find some new beautiful work looks very soon. So speaking of looks, let's get this phone out and let's talk about some of the looks that I have done this month. So the first look I'm going to talk about is this look. How cool is this? This blue graphic liner, and on the crease, I wanted to keep the like main eyeshadow part of this look quite subtle, just because I didn't want it to take away from all the blue liner. And for this look, let me grab it. I have used my Carnival XL Pro, and I used Fade and Inspire, so this matte taupey shade that is not in the project, and then also the shade underneath it, Inspire, which is the shimmery taupey shade which was in this project. I've really enjoyed this look, and it was the first Instagram look with my new camera, so some sentimental value there. I did use a blue shimmer from the Book of Magic palette for all the graphic-y linery shades, and I just wanted to have some fun with this. I felt the urge to just do some really cool graphic liner, and so this is what I did. This is what it came out like. I really enjoy it. Sometimes I just want to be creative, but a lot of the time I am very scared of graphic liner, so I'm pretty glad that it went quite well. I like it. You guys seem to like it. It got some really good likes on Instagram, so I'm very happy about that. And if we stick with Inspire, this is one of the very neutral looks that I did with this eyeshadow. Again, I'm pretty sure it was just Fade and Inspire. It just pretty much very similar to the other look, but without all the fancy eyelinery stuff. I think I wore this to the office once, just very simple. This is very me. I love just very cool tone. If I'm going somewhere like serious, you know, this is what I like to wear. Very cool tone, just like a little bit smoky, big lashes. Absolutely love that. So now let's talk about the work look that I love with the Huda Beauty Wild Jaguar palette. And this is what this looks like. So this again is a very simple look. Bon Fresco all in the crease and on the lid. And then I have dotted this beautiful duochrome all over the lid, all up in the crease. I think it looks beautiful. It is like neutral, but also a little bit colorful. It's not too pink that it's like whoosh. I don't like being too pink. It's like a grungy pink tone, and I just think it looks stunning. I can wear a cool tone lip or a very pink tone lip with this look. I love this. I love this whole look, this whole vibe. I'm going to be doing this look so many more times over the next month. I can guarantee. I just think this look is so beautiful for every day. It's so quick. It's so easy. Love. Next, I want to talk about Elixir from the Book of Magic palette, and this is the look that I actually wore yesterday, and I knew that this project pan was coming up. I knew that I had to update this, and I knew I did not have many uses on Elixir, so I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I need to use it. I put this on the inner corner, and I've been absolutely loving warm tones with a pop of blue. I don't know, my inner 2016 is coming out. I've been loving that combination so much, so I think I'm probably going to do a lot more with that. I also topped the inner corner off with this super light blue shade from my mini Trio Chrome palette. So of course I'm hitting two birds with one stone there. I really do like this, and I think I am going to really push towards getting some use out of this next month. Obviously, it is a very out there shade, so I don't know, it could be a little bit difficult to incorporate, but I think it's a little pop, maybe on the lower lash line or something like that. I think we can get some amazing use out of it. And then, of course, this look without the little purple duochrome over the top has been another one of my work looks, like I said, and for this I have used Venus. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you. So I never thought I'd say that, but here we are. I'm gonna miss it. So first, I am going to pick a shade from this palette to use as my new focus shade. Now, I am working on a lot of warm tones, so maybe I should stick with that. Or maybe I should give myself a bit of a break and pick something more cool toned. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of something that would make me happy, something that would push my creativity a little bit, and something that it's just a little bit different, I think. I don't want to go neutral. You know what I think I'm going to do? I might go with Ecstasy, which is this bright ass green shade. I think this is going to be so much fun to use over the next few months. And it does have a little bit of a dip in it already. I do like to use these kind of shades as like pops. I think I could make some pretty wild and crazy looks with this shadow. What do you think? Do you think I'm being crazy? Do you think this is like the worst thing I could possibly roll in? Possibly. But I'm gonna do it anyway. It is so hard to swatch eyeshadows with long nails. Oh my god. Look at that. That is so stunning. I could build it up a little bit more. It does have a bit of a dip, but look at that. I think this with like reds or purples, I think that could really push me out of my comfort zone. So I don't know, I'm excited. I'm really excited. All right, so I now need to randomize one single eyeshadow to replace Venus. So I have between 1 and 133 on my random app, and this is the shade 37. So let me go and see what this shade is, and this is going to be the shade that I pan. I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous as well. Okay, what was I saying about me loving some cool tone neutrals? The shade 37 is the shade Hot Fudge from He Who Shall Not Be Named. I did hit pan on this a few years ago, and then I had to repress it, so now it does not have pan. But these look cool together. I really want to do a look with these two. They look so cool. Maybe like, oh, I don't know, like a cool toned smoky outer corner and then like a green inner corner. Tell me that will not look good, because you are lying. I'm so excited to put these two together. So I'm going to swatch out the two remaining shades and we're going to see our brand new color story. I'm so excited. Not to be dramatic, but I'm in love. I'm in love. I think this color story is so much more me. Look at this one though. It is sad to say goodbye to this one, but this one, girl, this is a bit of me. I'm so excited to work on this color story. I think this green and this brown can go really well together, and maybe I could even incorporate this purple tone as well. Maybe I could just do a look with all of them. That would be so much fun. I'm so excited. Okay, what do you think? Do you think you'd be a bit scared of this color story, or would you be like, yeah, give me the challenge, I'm gonna take it on? I'm so excited. Oh my goodness me. I love a pop. I love some bright, colorful makeup, and this is definitely that. Are you doing this project pan? How have you done this month? Let me know down in the comments. I love reading all your comments. If you made it to the end of this video, comment a green heart emoji, because this, it's got me excited. It's got me feeling some kind of way. How do you think I'm going to do next month? Leave all your thoughts and opinions down below. And with that being said, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you guys today. I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye!